but
Corn.
I kind of need that to not be there.
Oh, the god.
Yeah, the god.
Sorry,
God
I was
corn.
like, vegetable? What?
Nah, yeah, there's just a straight frying pan on top of his hammer.
All
Light
hail
it
the
on
corn.
fire, it turns to popcorn.
Fuck yeah. Turn it on its side and put another pan inside of it, and suddenly you can sear anything to perfection.
What a weapon that would be.
Yeah, it would be. Okay. Took his head, took a shit. Have clear stuff that is from his apprentice, and it's bloodied to shit, which is the crest. A family crest. So...
Cool. I'm gonna say, like...
his
Nold
ass is buried.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Nold and Esther did not go with you, because you just flew straight.
Yeah, I just flew straight, and the plan was to literally just bury this guy, and the, I was about to say trainee, Christ. The,
Apprentice.
The newbie.
Yeah, the apprentice.
The newbie.
Yeah, the newbie. The apprentice was supposed to meet me outside.
A reluctant recruit.
Yeah, the reluctant recruit. But she has to confirm that, he's dead, he's buried. Her shit is done, therefore she has completed her oath. She has not broken her oath. She has done as what is seen fit.
Yeah, Phrygia will eventually catch up to Eerie, because Eerie's fly speed's pretty much faster than her walk speed.
Oh yeah, not to mention she doesn't have to... She's in competition with only birds, so she's good.
Yeah. Phrygia will kind of just see the grave that was kind of, I would say, made for him, not like out of respect, just out of just necessity.
Yeah, I'll do like the gesture of the hands, like good enough.
She's gonna like stick her halberd into the ground, making it stand up, and just clasp her hands together. She's just going to like mouth almost a prayer before picking up her halberd. That should be suffice.
Eerie will politely nod. I have something for you. And she'll gesture for her to open her hand.
She'll almost like hesitantly extend a hand out.
Eerie will take her hand by, placing one hand underneath hers, and then the other, which holds the crest inside of it, putting it inside of her hand. Holding her hands together like a sandwich for a minute. And asks, what happened to your family before Fredrickson became... Like, her eye will twitch a little bit. Your mentor.
Highway bandits had killed them when my family refused to give them anything of value.
Eerie will slowly let go. And she'll be presented with her family's crest. And who told you that?
She's gonna just stare at the crest for a long time. I see. She'll put the crest, like clasp it to her halberd. I believe I owe you a thanks. In an unknowing way, I believe you've given my family their vengeance.
I have his head in my bag.
I don't want to see his head.
Oh, it'll give you a tremendous bounty, though. She'll smirk.
Gold is not something that motivates me.
Good to know.
It's not something that motivates me either, but it does help.
I just want to make sure that there's no other children being left on the side of the road. You know, give people the home they always want.
Odd, like an orphanage.
In a sense. A way to teach them life skills to defend themselves.
Did you still want a new mentor?
If you're accepting trainees, of course. If not, I understand. I wouldn't want to impose upon you.
You do not need to be my trainee in order for me to be your mentor. There does not need to be any kind of contract, if you will. You can be a part of our party. Equal.
She'll smile and just give, like, a very light nod.
You know, in a floating castle of sorts, but I think you'll find it much better than that. And she'll, like, gesture to a dude in the ground.
No, we would hitch a ride on traveling merchant carts or manure wagons.
Because he was wanted. Which would have broken your oath outright.
My oath's a bit on the grayer side.
Would have broken your bond, at least.
You know, you're very perceptive.
Well, can Ace get dragged into here?
What the fuck? Oh, he's in Avelia?
He's in Avelia.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I was about to send him to the bakery, but I knew that wasn't right in my head.
Bitch, don't bite me.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You sent me Gump hello, so.
I did, yes.
How did you know we were sitting in here?
Hmm?
How did you know we were in here? Fucker. I don't know.
I have a sixth sense for these sorts of things.
You could see that I was in a call and you couldn't join it.
Shut up.
Perfect.
You couldn't join it. Help me. Also, this call is being monitored and recorded for your quality of purposes.
Brittany's going to the bathroom.
Have fun.
Go bathrooms! What was her name again and how do you spell it?
The spelling should be on, like, with the D4 roll. Freja. Freja. You have not gotten a last name from her. That's why there's no last name on the name templates.
That's fair. I don't know if I would pry yet. I literally just murdered her dude who turned out to be a massive asshole who also killed her family.
Mm-hmm.
And she's now part of our crew. So, we're gonna be trapped on this entire journey together. Bonus points until wherever the fuck we go. Until she decides to leave. I got time.
Yeah, which her oath is Oath of the Cycle, which means basically she's with you
Also-
until you die.
What, me in particular?
You in particular, or when until she knows everything that you can teach her.
Okay, that's fine.
That's how her oath works.
Why are you asking me to get her last name?
No, I said you will not get a last name unless you ask. I removed last names from templates So you guys can't be
Okay.
like, ooh.
Okay, you're just making me suspicious, sir.
I can make anyone suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
I mean, I'll bring back Capitalist Ace if I want to.
No.
Later. Okay.
Capital Ace.
I would imagine. Is there any other like questions or stuff that she has for me at that time?
She doesn't seem to have any questions. She's like, at this point, I'd say looking to you for like next plans of actions, guidance, stuff like that.
Cool. So I'm in charge. Awesome.
Like if you
She's not
say
upset that
go
he's
do
dead, she
something,
did all
she
the
will do
things.
something. Yep.
Cool. Dangerous. Anyway. I guess we'll just plan to regroup and then genuinely regroup with Sydney. So we're gonna walk back into where we were before. Though I will preface it as Eerie going, now, the fawn that you saw earlier, we can't leave her alone. So we better go back to her before she lights everything on fire.
Got it. Not a huge fan of large burning flames myself.
Eerie will smile. I wouldn't exactly say I'm not a fan. I will just say that I don't want everything to be on fire. Because we kind of need to be here for a little bit longer than a day. And when we're walking up to meet Fawn, because it's going to take us a minute, I'll tell her that we're planning to find the sages. We're currently on the Sage of Storms and shadow beings and what we've learned of them. And that's our mission. Our as in, like, not hers. Making sure she knows this isn't her ordeal alone. But as in, this is what our party is doing.
Okay. Shadow creatures. There has been merchants that have spotted such beings, but they tend to stay under the heavy shadows of the larger trees in the forest. They don't seem to approach the main road.
Eerie will nod. Until they get stronger. The Sage of the Storms, she'll point in the direction, because we've been given where that direction is up yonder. And we must make sure that they are safe. Because if the shadows get out of control, then they might kill the sage, or take over the sage's powers, from what it seems. And it's not good either way.
It seems like you've encountered them before, or have at least some knowledge.
Eerie will nod. We've saved 2 sages thus far. There is still 3 more, including the Sage of Storms.
She's gonna just kind of process that for a moment before just reaching into her, like, reaching into a little bag she has, pulling out a book, and just start writing it, like she's jotting down notes.
Respect.
I deeply and duly want to make sure I don't misunderstand anything.
Eerie will nod. Look at the little notebook and go, that's more organized than our entire party.
Yes, I was told to write everything I picked up. Information, people's descriptions, combat styles.
Is all of it useful?
In some circumstances, some people tend to copy the same moves that they've seen in other combat or have very similar tactics. Did you know most bandits tend to rush in with reckless abandons than actually strategize?
Yes, because they are desperate for money.
But they all have a specific combat style, which I've kind of dubbed act first, do better later. At the same time, I've seen your style seems more elegant, defensive, yet can be very deadly when you have the right opportunity to strike.
Flattering.
The
So,
friend with a bow seems to be your range. He might need a little bit more accuracy, or if that mask is impeding his vision.
the mask is not impeding his vision. I am his girlfriend, and I have not been severely injured until that moment. So, I would believe he was just very shocked.
You're his girlfriend.
She'll nod.
How did you manage that?
Him me or me him?
Him, you.
Excuse me.
Oh, he was interesting enough. She'll smile. You see, I don't know if you've ran into other Zekiels or you know the past of other Zekiels, but there are none of us left.
No, I've never met a Zekiel. Technically, you were my first Zekiel.
That's you.
And most likely last. Not gonna rat out my friend. Technically not a lie.
I've not traveled that far to the human region.
My city was destroyed. And everyone in it.
I'm sorry for your loss and the loss of your home.
She'll politely nod. Thank you.
God, I love lavender. Sorry.
It's so good.
I love my
God, I love lavender.
God, I love lavender.
Sorry, I just lit 2 incense sticks and oh my god.
Oh.
I just came in my brain. Sorry.
You better watch out, Ace might be soundbiting tonight.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's gonna be going down the back of your throat either way.
Exactly.
Jesus
Ugh.
Christ.
Postnasal cum drip.
Yeah.
Sorry, was that too far? Alright,
No.
please proceed.
Baby, you're sick as fuck. No one cares. But,
No, Sydney.
yes, Sydney.
I'm mute.
Um, train of thought.
You're walking and talking.
Right.
She's apologized for your loss.
Yeah, I know.
Being the last Zekiel.
Did Erie basically waves it off. The reason why he was so interesting was not because he asked me a million questions or specifically caught my eye. It's that he was trying to hide from my eye. And I found it more fun that way.
So you like the mysterious types.
Shrug a little bit, I suppose. Though most of the times when there was a mysterious type, I would have to kill them. I was a part of the guard.
Your armor does give that away a bit. Worn,
on.
yet still in good condition.
Best condition I can keep it.
Luckily, I've got a craft for repairing old things. That repaired Sir Frederickson's armor numerous of times.
She'll pause for a minute. Does that mean we should have kept it?
Oh no, it's... To repair something in his size was very time-consuming on resources and money.
Oh.
Plus, it would have definitely impeded your wings considering he did not have any, and I would have to modify that heavily for you to wear it.
Snort a little bit. No, I don't need to be wearing a dead man's armor. I'm already wearing my own.
She's gonna, like, elbow Eerie. You're gonna definitely need some new armor eventually.
Eventually is not today. Eventually might be tomorrow, but tomorrow might never come. So today, it is fine. But thank you for the offer.
Oh, it's not an offer. Think of it as the mentor giving her new... or the mentoree giving her mentor a new gift. And no is out of the question.
I like her.
Pawn's going to like you.
Oh no. Hey, do y'all's cats... Off-topic question. Do y'all's cats ever just stare into a light?
Yes.
Yes.
Though, I have to
Be
say...
worried.
No. When it's come to my cats, they've only stared into a light when there's something in the light, or there is no light in their brain, therefore they're looking at the light to reflect into their brain.
Interesting.
Meaning that Herman is just having an orange cat moment, meaning that he's being very dumb right now and it's okay.
Alright, thanks. Sorry,
Yep.
I got big concern. He was like sitting directly underneath my light, looking directly up into it, like inches from his face.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Cats, orange cats in particular do really dumb shit like that all the time. So no, you're fine. He's fine.
He was looking for the
Thank you
brain
very
cell.
much. Please carry on. He doesn't have it.
There are 2 brain cells that are shared between the entire orange cat community, and they can't be there at all times. Though, bonus points for naming your orange cat after a god, which means sometimes there's a god peering through those eyes and not your cat.
Why does that give
Means that
me...
he gets a bonus brain cell of
That's-
a god occasionally.
I was about to say, why does it remind me of the fucking... Fox, like, what is it, the fox thing from Silvervale that was a god, and we all knew it was a fucking god because it wasn't played off good at all.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah, like, that thing, definitely a god.
It was, Loki, I think.
Yeah. Which gravitated towards one individual.
Yeah, the only individual that everything gravitated towards in that campaign, because that's the only thing she cared about.
Damn main character.
Yeah. Not judging you, Sydney. Judging DM choices.
I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Freja and Eerie made it back to town. The crowd is kind of dispersed, going back to what they've done. A few of them have left, like, pouches of, like, gold and food, like, where the battle was.
Now that is sweet. Gonna walk up, look at all that stuff, look at those 2, and then immediately say, "Where's Fawn?"
Esther's gonna kind of look around. She got freaked out and ran off. I was tending to Nold's injuries before we went to go look for her.
Nods. Erie will collect up what goodies were given, which will be distributed later. And oh shit, there's no Mr. Pretty.
There's no
Yeah,
Miss Pretty or Mushy.
If I lit a blunt and waved it around, what odds are there that I could find her?
I don't know. That's probably up to Sydney. There's the ration. There's the stash you've got.
That what?
I typed out the stash of items and stuff
Where?
in the chat, in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, the Roll20 chat. Okay. Sydney is muted at the moment, so I will wait. A 100 copper, dang. 5 bags of sweets? Hell yeah.
4 bags of sweets.
Lollipops and shit. Oh, 4 bags. I don't care. 4 bags of sweets. Yeah.
Christmas songs.
Yeah, because there's already Christmas shit on my fucking floor.
I haven't pulled out the Christmas songs yet. I've been restrained.
You have showed restraint, yes you have.
Yeah, there was only the one Ode to the World that played in the car.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also in the D&D playlist. That's not just my doing.
R.
Marn.
I missed an R in my pipeline. It's fine. Evie.
So sorry.
You're okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, Lee just called me. He wanted an update about what happened at urgent care because he's at work tonight.
Oh, you're good. I get it. Okay. Gotta get me back over to the right map. Tab. Ta-da! Okay. I've rejoined to where we all are minus Fawn.
Sorry.
I asked if I were to light a blunt, the odds of that helping me find Fawn. High would that be, Sydney? Is that good?
Presently, right now, probably not that great, so don't waste your weed.
That's good. That's something that Erie would know, but I don't know how to gauge because we've not been playing for a minute. Fastest way to find Fawn. She was looking at food earlier, which means I probably just need to walk my ass over to the rest of the food. Though I can't see her token, and I think that's the point. Oh god.
I see your token.
Why is she over there? Bruh. Anyway. Erie will start looking amongst the tents to try and find Fawn.
Fawn also, for sure, did not. She ran through all
wait.
of this. She ran through the tents and stuff. She was not being stealthy about it. So I'm sure someone saw her.
Cool. How is
With
Noel
her-
doing?
Nold is banged up. He's got like bandages covering like his arms and chest.
Okay, does he seem stable?
Yeah, he seems stable with the help from what Esther could do.
Okay. I already used that.
I need a leash.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry.
Not what I want. Going to give him hello. A little bit extra. I'm gonna do that at 3rd level,
Thank you.
which means it's 3d8. Fuck. 8 plus spell casting ability.
Charisma.
11.
Okay. He's looking a bit better.
Yeah, that's better. Gonna give him a gentle pat pat. And say, did either of you see where Fawn went?
Nold's gonna point like through like the
The obvious trail of
the
where...
trail of just shit knocked over, like tents torn.
Okay. I will be back shortly. Gonna walk over here, gonna gesture her into them, and stay together. Here.
She's going
And
to
she'll-
just sit down next to the group.
Thumbs up. Walks straight through this entire bit where Fawn is. Pauses here. Looks over to whoever's closest and goes, Fawn. Did you see it run this way, that way?
They're gonna point that way. Like
Thank you.
piling back up like the stuff that was just knocked over, just hooves like
Yep.
indented in the boxes.
Follows. Is Fawn trying to be stealthy?
I was about to
No.
ask that.
No.
Cool. So I see a whole ass white ass. Got it.
A whole ass white.
She's white. She's more cream, but white. She'll walk up to the alleyway. Fawn, are you
Fawn is
alright?
She's sitting against the building with her knees pulled up to her chest, and she's hugging her knees and slightly rocking back and forth, twiddling
Jeez.
with something in her fingers.
Not okay. I'm gonna carefully walk over and sit next to her. Can I see what she's fiddling with?
It's a red feather.
Okay, cool. She mentioned earlier that red feather is from her father. Yeah? Yeah, that was last
I
session.
think we mentioned that last session.
Yeah, that was last session. Yuri will just sit with her for a minute. Like, more waiting to see if Fawn will recognize that she's there, or to see if Fawn needs, or not Fawn, if Yuri needs to do more in order to get Fawn to, like, kind of break from this.
Fawn only has pupils at the moment. And her ears are, like, pinned back against her, like, almost hiding in her hair.
Okay.
I think after a few, like, minutes of sitting here just rocking in silence, she's gonna slowly lean over and place her head on Yuri's shoulder.
Yuri will carefully wrap an arm around her and hold her close.
And she is panting heavily from her chest. I don't think Yuri... I think Yuri has seen her this animalistic 2 other times. But she is very much reacting like an animal right now.
Yeah. Which means head scratches. Good head scratches.
Did he die again?
Did he? Yuri will shake her head. No, he didn't die again.
Okay. I'm sorry for running away. It just happens when I get scared.
It's okay. Thankfully, there was a very well-placed trail for me to find you.
Well, I fucked up. You told me to be good, and I destroyed everything.
You did not intentionally cause chaos. You did not choose to be scared. It is not your fault, and I will not blame you for it.
I just couldn't watch him die again, Yuri.
I know. But
that's not my papa, is it?
Frigga is not your papa.
Okay.
Yuri will pause for a moment longer. And Frigga has decided to join.
Just not slowly.
Will that make things harder for you?
No, she, like, very clumsily, like, wipes the tears away from her face and carefully tucks her red feather right back between her cleavage.
Did it time? Got it.
And she sits up and fixes her hair, which is all over the place. And as she is doing that, she, no, I know, like, up here, and she taps her forehead. I know up here that Frasia's not Papa.
But she just looks very much like
Fawn meets her eyes and just nods slowly.
a real softly smile. Well, now I get to see what your father looks like. I imagine without the... She'll make the gesture of breasts.
Fawn giggles softly and nods. Without the boobs.
Without the tatonsters. The globes. Soft pillows.
But everything else, practically. She's missing the ears, though.
So he was elven.
Partly.
Hold on. Okay. I imagine the odds of finding another red-headed elf. Well, she's not even an elf, she's a human. Are not high. Though I might be eating my boots with that.
I wonder what monster she would be.
What monster she would be.
If she were where Papa's from, I wonder what monster she would turn into.
Tilts her head a little bit. So humans turned into monsters?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's quite
Sure.
beautiful, actually.
She'll look down to Fawn's cleavage, but it's not clearly at her cleavage. It's more like at the thought of the feather, and then back up to Fawn. So your father turned into some kind of bird? Creature? Thing?
A very, very, very large red raven.
Oh. Do we have Kenku on this plane?
Let me refer to my guide.
Do we have giant birds on this
I'm
plane?
pretty sure you don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't. So Ariel just kind of nod for a minute. A bird person.
The more stressed out he gets, the taller he turns.
Oh.
No, you don't have Kenku.
Yeah, we don't have Kenku. I imagine that's interesting.
I'd say the closest you have would be Asimar.
Yeah, but she's saying bird person, so I get that it's not an Azamar.
Yeah.
Not to mention the getting taller bit. Yeah, no. What? Well, what was your other papa like?
He is very strong. Not physically, like mentally. He was the leader of a troop that traveled the world. He
The world
decided he
that
wanted
was
to.
Not this world.
Correct. Yeah, the world is called Condrad. I used to live there.
Did we see maps of Conrad?
You did when you met like the book shopkeeper.
Right. Erie will nod a little bit. Because I imagine that Erie at least looked them over more out of just like curiosity. Because it's like, oh, this is a world that we're probably never, ever, 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 ever going to see.
Just you wait.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point why there's so many fucking evers there. It's like, okay, I mean, we're stressed out right now at our own world. Let's look at this other world. Let's see what this bullshit has to deal with us. Without, like, the full realization that Fawn's from that world, possibly, but I don't know. Not asked yet. Was your other papa then wasn't human, was he?
Oh no, he was a tiefling.
We have tiefling here.
Yes, you do.
Cool. Oh.
He was very red, and his horns were tiny and pointy, and he used to pick on my antlers, saying that my horns were longer than his.
Ariel smile. It sounds nice.
He traveled for quite a bit. They tried to get me to learn how to play instruments, but I was shit at it.
Yeah, Erie will definitely snort there. What do you mean shit at it?
Oh, it was bad. My claws would clip everything.
Why did there are drums. You can play drums.
I got too excited hitting them.
That's why you make very strong drums. Or why you start with something that's not actual fragile drums.
I just danced instead. Although I'm not good at that either.
I think you are.
Thank you for talking to me.
That's what I'm here for.
Is everyone okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay enough. And Nold's doing better, slowly. We do have, and a little bit too excitedly, she'll pull out, like, the scalp. Not the entire head, but just enough to show that she has a severed head in her bag. And the bounty that's connected to it. We have money to collect.
On's eyes widen.
Oh, yes.
So
And
why are
she'll-
we sitting here?
She'll chuck them both back into her bag. Because I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
She just turns and I think she just wraps Eerie up in a hug.
Eerie will hug her back.
Did that
And
man
when I-
deserve to die?
Oh, absolutely. He deserved every single moment.
Okay.
In taking on Frigga as an apprentice, he also killed her family to make sure that she would be his apprentice.
On's eye twitches.
He made sure there was nothing to go back to. He deserved it. He also stole an ungodly amount of holy relics and holy pages, which I shall be returning to pull out the paper. Cord. Whoever that is.
Whoever.
Who are you? Whoever that is.
I think Fawn's eyes widen as she looks at Eerie. And Eerie knows the look in her eyes. This is before she starts chaos.
Will you pull the head back out, please?
We need it in order
Oh,
to
no.
get back
I'm
to
not.
you.
I promise I will not fuck up the head.
Okay. Eerie will take out the head, and it's probably in like a cloth or something that she grabbed as well, so then shit didn't get bloody everywhere. And she'll put it on the floor. Fuck yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, its eyes are going to glow in animation. Let's see.
Fawn's gonna grab it by the hair and lift it up to meet its eyes with hers.
Great, you grab like the balding spot of its head.
Great,
Beautiful.
Great.
I honestly forgot you had that spell.
My first question for you, Dickwad, is your soul present in the body right now?
Is your soul present in the body right now? Yes, we should repetitive. And no compulsion
think
offer
Fawn
truth
would know
ways
the
or
answer to
freedom
that.
power style. I'm gonna say it'll like respond. It's just like a low, possibly.
Great. She shakes him like the dead fish in Nemo in the bag, like, fishy, why are you sleeping? And then she drops him back into Eerie's bag.
He can stay awake for a little while longer.
You'll snort. Absolutely, he can. Isn't the thing... Was there more questions you could ask later?
She holds up 2 fingers because Sydney has a mouthful of chili.
No, you're good. Erie will smile. Perhaps the church might like those questions.
Or Frasier.
Or Frasier. Though, I believe that it should be kept until we get to the church.
Keep in mind, this only lasts for 10 minutes as well.
Oh, I know. I will cast it again if I have to.
Cool.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
okay,
I
never
can't.
mind.
It doesn't last longer. This is the only time.
Yeah, this is the only time. And you only have 4 more questions as well.
Fawn will stand and hold out her hands and say, we have 10 minutes. 9 minutes.
Iria, pause. Did it seem like Frasier wanted more, like,
Closure.
like, more closure?
You didn't really get a read off her from when she was, like, writing about you in her, like, little, like, notebook.
Yeah. When we talked about her family, it just seemed more like, she finally understood where they came from. But, I will ask, why did you kill Frasia's family?
They were
Fawn will
interlopers.
They were interlopers. The fuck does interloper mean?
By definition.
Yeah.
A person who becomes involved in a place or situation where they are not wanted or are considered not to belong.
Cool.
Close.
I'm not gonna waste another question on that. Because he just thought it lower. He was removed from Cord, but I think it's more interesting.
Excuse me.
Why did you steal the holy documents of Cord?
Because they would not destroy the gateway. They were cowards.
The gateway.
I imagine he falls like biff after saying the gateway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And the response was D, motherfucker. There's a D in there. They would not close the portal,
The gateway.
the gateway. And we weren't explained what that gateway is, just they would not close the gateway, and then he's dead.
Yep.
Cool.
Because 5 questions.
Oh, 5. There's 2 more. I
You still have
was
2
just
more.
reading.
You
We
have 2 more.
I was wrong. I thought it was 3.
I thought it was 3 too.
The movie had 3. This is 5.
Well, I don't know. I've actually never used Speak with Dead. 5 questions, cool. Fawn will look to Jesus.
Yeah.
Yuri will look to Fawn. Out of the questions that we asked thus far, what was the first one again?
The first one was if his soul was present.
Oh, yeah,
The second one was why? No. Well, I don't remember the second one anymore.
No, you're fine. I have it.
The third one was about the gateway. They wouldn't close. I think.
If his soul was present, he said maybe, which was a half-assed thing.
I'm sorry. I think Fawn does ask what gateway.
No, you're good.
And then she covers her mouth and goes, "Shit, that was a question."
He's forced to answer.
The gateway by the Sage of Storms. The one that attracted other humans.
So we're going there soon.
Eerie will nod. Interlopers. Fridge is human. These portal attracted humans. Isn't he also human?
He is human. But he said
why is
other
he-
humans.
Other. What gateway? It was the gate.
What, Sage of Storms?
Yeah, Sage of Storms. Sage of Storms that attract other humans. Okay. I don't know if it's worth wasting another question on the gateway, since we'll be going to that gate.
As a DM, you're heading basically towards that area anyways, which, Wyver
Yeah,
Kid
so it's
also
not
has
worth it.
has the Temple of Cord that he was wanted from.
Bonus. Okay.
Because, Sage of Storms.
Right. I'll bring it back to what did Frasia's parents learn in order to make them enter them?
Ooh, Tori, I could kiss you right now. That was such a good question.
Stop playing in the blinds.
I raised them so you wouldn't.
Repeat your question one more time in its exact wording for me.
What did Frasia's parents learn in order to become interlopers?
They
So
didn't.
essentially, why did he kill them?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Besides being interlopers.
they did not learn anything as they know nothing of this place.
Oh.
And then the heads just loses the lights of its eyes.
That cockweasel.
They did not learn anything as they knew nothing of this place?
Correct.
Fuck it. Hospital.
Yes, please. We
What
need
do
to
you need
ask.
his soul for?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to make him suffer.
Ariel shrug and nod. Okay. What was you going to ask?
I've heard of this thing where you can put a soul inside of like a little tiny lantern, and I want to do that so bad. Could you imagine all the fun I could have?
Do you have one of those cages?
No.
Then how are you going to collect his soul?
We will eventually. His soul is not mine to claim. I feel like Cord is going to do a very good job with taking care of him.
Oh, I agree. She'll put the head right back in its bag.
We need to ask Frasier where she's from. He kept talking about this place like it was distant, like it wasn't.
From what I got off of Frasier, it seemed like she was very young when they were killed. Question mark?
Yeah. From what you can gather, she's very, she's in, her early-ish, 20s.
So she was potentially raised by this man.
Yeah.
Cool. So she possibly would not know.
hurt to ask.
Doesn't hurt to ask. If your entire world was that, she'll gesture to the head in her bag, then really anything else would be better. That does lead me to ask you, are you from Conrad? Born there?
No. No? You see, that's a difficult question. I don't.
If
I
you don't
remember-
know, it's okay.
Mm, I think I'm from the Feywild. I think that is where I am from. But the Feywild and Conrad are both my homes. But now this is my home.
Ariel nod. I understand.
Okay. I don't, so that's good that you do, at least.
Ariel softly snort. Oh, well,
I mean, I am not an elf, a human, or a tiefling, so they did not conceive me, but they did adopt me.
I'm from the Shadowfell, correct?
You are a Shadowfell creature.
I am from the Shadowfell, which means I was born on that plane, which exists on multiple other planes from what I understand, but I was never taught how to get to those planes.
Excuse me. Oh,
I just ended up here.
you see, in the Feywild, if you step in the wrong puddle, you might end up somewhere else.
You're more likely to get killed in the Shadowfell than end up somewhere outside of it.
Eerie, I know that.
She looks down at her hands and she's clearly thinking for the first time whether she should say the words that are about to come out of her face or not.
She's rubbing those two brain cells really hard. I'm not saying that she only has two brain cells, but
It's
she's
okay.
she's thinking real good. She's burning those gears.
It's a lot of
knocking off
Onishi,
some
and
dust.
neither of them are here.
Yeah. Neither of them are there to distract her.
Of all the bad things you say about the Shadowfell, I'm starting to think that you were the light that was supposed to come out of it.
Ariel softly smiled. So, with how awful it may be, it was still my home. And I still miss much of it. I just don't encourage others to go, because they will most likely die without accompanying someone who actually knows what's going on. Like if I were to walk into the Feywild, I'm pretty sure I would end up a bunch of places I'm not supposed to be.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how things work there. Everywhere is somewhere you're not supposed to be, and you're supposed to be all at the same time.
Eerie doesn't exactly recoil, but she just kind of like stares. I don't like that.
It's better if you just don't think about it and you just be.
She'll nod. I understand where you get your can-do attitude from.
Should
Now.
I apologize to all the people I ran into?
Probably. We did get, she'll pull out a satchel of a whole bunch of copper. We were given a bunch of copper for our performance.
I'm sorry. They paid us for killing the man?
Yes. And she'll hand over all of that copper to Fawn. It would be best if you were probably to be giving this to them.
I can do that.
Okay.
I really like cities that allow crime. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, we went to the dog city. That was great. I don't know.
They
if
paid
I'm
us for
going-
killing a man in the street? Crazy.
A
Who
little
else
bit.
should we kill?
Well, he was an asshole, so I don't know if we're gonna get that kind of payoff again.
So if we find another asshole?
Maybe.
Okay.
She's gonna walk through the carnage again, and on the way, every person that she sees picking up something or adjusting something, she'll help pick things up and then leave a copper or two, depending on how much. I don't remember how much you said.
Oh, there's 100 copper. You have more than enough to
Oh.
like go to every single person and at least give them 2.
Shit. Okay, yeah, every person's gonna get at least 2.
Imagine
Any-
that she.
Any children that I frightened along the way, I will also be giving them a copper piece. Creature they've never seen tears through the shopping mall.
Great.
It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's a terrified fawn.
You pretty much help get some of these vendors resorted, leaving behind as much copper as you want in your wake.
I'm fine if we spend that entire 100 copper because we still have silver.
Yeah.
And you have,
Plus.
like, snacks.
Yeah, and we have snacks. So like the 100 copper is like
You also have 50 gold pieces.
50
Oh,
gold.
Yeah,
we're not passing that out.
50 gold, 25 silver, 100 copper, 5 days of rations, 4 bags of sweets.
Hold the fuck up.
It's because when I make the list,
The
roll
gold
20.
is not. Oh, it's because it's
Roll-
on
yeah.
the top part. I didn't see it. Okay.
Every time I do, like, a list thing where I, like,
Yeah, it fucks it up. I did not see the gold. I will mark down the gold. It was 50 gold. 50 gold, 25 copper, 100 copper, 25 silver, 100 copper. And yeah, so the 100 copper isn't shit. That's fine. Erie will keep like not close by to Fawn, but just kind of like assessing the carnage. Air quotes carnage, because there's probably just like a few crumpled things. And walks back over to the rest of the party and sees how they're doing now.
Frasia's just doing like the last bit of healing on Nold, and then just slowly removing the bandages from his arms. He'll be fine.
I would hope so. She'll sigh a little bit. We didn't exactly bring him here to fight. But you
No,
did well.
he doesn't look much like a fighter. I signed up to help, even if it does mean fighting.
I understand. However, she'll gesture to Fawn. Like, I imagine the moment that Fawn starts walking up, she'll gesture to Fawn and then over to Nold. I would have larger issues if you passed.
Fawn just pulls him into a very tight hug.
I just got healed, please. I don't need more injuries, Siobhan.
Stop trying to die on me. I don't like this.
This was like the second time.
That's too many 2 times. That's too many.
2 times too many. Talking about 2 times too many. We're on 3 for 3 of trying to find a sage.
Oh, Rosie, there's a gate that we have to go to.
And the gate. And Cord's church.
A gate and a church. How did we end up doing a gate and a church?
We talked to the head.
Ariel like nervously smile at that one. It was
she'll look at-
instigated by Fawn.
She'll look
I
at
just rolled
Frasier.
with it.
I'm sorry you had to be around that dickwad.
She'll give you just like a light shrug. It wasn't something that I necessarily had control over.
Was he nice to you at times, at least?
I believe in his
Quite
own way,
hysterical.
but
His own way was rather shit.
I'm sorry.
We were sent in the right direction by the ex-chef who gave me the deliciously charred god that I haven't fucking eaten yet.
Excuse me.
You were directed away, so we'll start following that way once everybody's okay.
This is part where I would ask, does Sydney want to continue, or are you starting the clock?
Zinni wants to go lay down so bad.
Sydney gets to go lay down then.
Sydney gets to go lay down.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.